Have you ever seen a family photo that just looks perfect? Smiling faces, matching outfits, the whole 9 yards. Now, what if I told you that behind one of those picture-perfect smiles was a story so dark, it's hard to believe it's real? This is the story of the Turpin family, a story that begins with a desperate 911 call and unravels a lifetime of unimaginable secrets hidden behind the closed doors of a suburban home. It all came to light on January 14, 2018, in Paris, California. A 17-year-old girl, who looked more like she was 10, managed to escape through a window of her family home. She had found a deactivated cell phone, and with it, she dialed 911. Her voice was trembling, but her words were clear. She told the dispatcher that she and her 12 brothers and sisters were being held captive by their parents. She said some of them were chained to their beds. When the police arrived at the house, they were prepared for a difficult situation, but nothing could have prepared them for what they found inside. The house was filled with a foul stench. It was dark, filthy, and in a state of complete disarray, and then they found the children. Ages 2 to 29, all of them were severely malnourished, pale, and small for their ages. The oldest, a 29-year-old woman, weighed only 82 pounds. 2 of the children were found shackled to their beds with chains and padlocks. The parents, David and Louise Turpin, seemed completely bewildered by the police presence. They couldn't seem to understand what they had done wrong. To the outside world, they had tried to project an image of a happy, homeschooling, religious family. They even took their children on trips, like renewing their wedding vows in Las Vegas, where they all wore matching outfits and smiled for the camera. But these were just carefully staged illusions. The reality for the 13 Turpin children was a life of isolation and extreme deprivation. They were allowed to shower maybe once a year. They were fed very little, often just one meal a day, which might be a peanut butter sandwich or a frozen burrito. Meanwhile, David and Louise would eat plentifully in front of them, sometimes leaving out pies and other food on the counter, but forbidding the children from touching it. Their world was confined to the house, they were homeschooled, but their education was almost non-existent. Most of them had severe gaps in their knowledge of the world. They didn't know what a police officer was or what medication was. They were kept on a bizarre sleep schedule, staying up all night and sleeping during the day, further isolating them from the outside world. Any act of perceived disobedience, like trying to take food or talking back, was met with severe punishment. They were beaten, choked, and, as the police discovered, chained for weeks or even months at a time. They were not allowed to play like normal children. The house was full of toys, still in their original packaging, that they were never allowed to open. The investigation revealed that this pattern of abuse had been going on for years, starting when the family lived in Texas and continuing after they moved to California. As the children grew older, the abuse and neglect only intensified. They were denied basic hygiene, medical care, and any form of normal social interaction. The brave escape by the 17-year-old daughter was a meticulously planned act of desperation. She and her siblings had been planning it for over 2 years. Her courage that day finally brought an end to their parents' reign of terror. In 2019, David and Louise Turpin pleaded guilty to 14 felony counts, including torture, adult abuse, and false imprisonment. They were both sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. During the sentencing, some of the older children bravely spoke in court. They talked about their dreams for the future, going to college, having a career, getting married, and simply living their own lives. One son said, "I cannot describe in words what we went through growing up. Sometimes I still have nightmares of things that happened, like my siblings being chained up or getting beaten, but that is the past, and this is now. I love my parents and have forgiven them for a lot of the things they did to us." His capacity for forgiveness in the face of such profound cruelty is truly remarkable. Since their rescue, the Turpin siblings have been on a long and challenging journey of healing and discovery. They are learning basic life skills, experiencing the world for the first time, and trying to build new lives for themselves. The older siblings have been working, going to school, and enjoying simple freedoms like walking outside or choosing their own food. The younger children were placed in foster care. However, their journey has not been without its struggles. A subsequent investigation by ABC News revealed that the adult siblings face new challenges within the social services system, struggling to access the resources and funds that were donated for their care. They faced housing instability and difficulties navigating the bureaucracy designed to help them. This part of the story highlights the systemic failures that can occur even after a rescue and the ongoing need for support for survivors of long-term trauma. The Turpin case is a chilling reminder that the most horrific things can happen in the most ordinary of places. It is a story of incredible resilience and the unbreakable bond of siblings who protected each other in the darkest of times. And most of all, it is a testament to the courage of one young woman whose desperate bid for freedom saved not only her own life, but the lives of all her brothers and sisters. Their journey is far from over, but for the first time, they have hope, they have a future. They are no longer the children in the window, but survivors who are stepping into the light. Thank you so much for watching and for taking the time to learn about this important story. If you found this video meaningful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.